No, the Village is.
Yeah, the Village is. No, it's got the highest
Oh.
STD rate in the country.
Really?
Yeah.
They had this
Villages?
whole big.
I swear to God.
Yeah, it was a
What?
whole big. What was it? Documentary, and those people are.
They love the
Yeah.
Wow.
They've done comedy shows there. I mean, I think fucking Jay Leno just...
The Village is like being on vacation every day.
The Disney World for retirees.
It is like going off to college.
You come here to live. You don't come here to pass away. There is no place like this. This is Nirvana.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of, I guess the name, Tommy Chung already said it, so it's going to be Inside of Manny.
Oh.
And today, Robin has always been inside of me. She's been inside of me a few times, okay? This is,
Top or bottom?
That depends on the night, I guess depends how much coffee she had that day. Then we got our, what's this, our third guest now, right? We got Mr. Scotty Chi. Is it Chi or Chai?
It's Chi.
It's Chi.
Yeah.
She's Scotty Chi. That's pretty
Scotty.
racist, I think, but that's fine. Are you Chinese or just racist?
One of the two.
Did you cut it off?
Well, my last name is short for Chi-Talk, and I figured, I'm like, hey, I can use Chi.
Yeah.
Well, my original stage name, actually, when I first got into stand-up, was Lapachu, and and people were like, yeah, it was too hard to pronounce, and I figured, I'm like, you know what, I'll just do my name, but shorten it a little bit,
Yeah.
because Lapachu, I come from Polish descent, and my family, and it means, it means, penis. And my father always called, he's like, what's your Lapachu? And I never knew what it was until I found out when I was like 20, and so I was like, oh, perfect,
That's how you say penis in Polish?
it's like
Lapachu?
Profechu.
Profechu.
Yeah,
Profechu.
it's like Polish or Russian or something like that. Yeah, I mean, it's the same fucking thing.
Sounds like a dessert to me. Well, maybe it is.
Like spotted dick.
For you.
Spotted. Yeah. Whipped cream on that operator. Forgot how to say it. That's funny. So tell me, how long have you been doing comedy? Let's start with that.
Well, my entire life, because everything's a joke. I'm just kidding.
It was that forced labor. His dad forced him on stage when he was like 6 months old. He's old enough to drink. He's off the titty. He can get on stage.
Well, I'd say I think I started taking it serious. It's be about 2 years in December, and I always say the first time I ever did stand up was at a eulogy at a funeral.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Was it like deliberate stand up, or were you just?
Okay, so it was one of those. It was my best buddy's mother's funeral, and I was just like, you know what? Everyone's crying. I'm like, I'm gonna tell some funny stories, and then literally I did it, and people were like, you should be a stand-up comedian. I'm just like, maybe I should. I didn't do it till 5-6 years later.
You didn't pull out your Lepocha, whatever it's called.
My Lepocha.
I got a joke for you guys.
No, but I did drop the F-bomb in a Catholic church too.
Oh really?
Which is great.
Wow!
Yeah.
What, Frankenstein is it or what?
Frankenstein.
Yeah,
it's because Stein.
Catholics
Catholics don't like the name Stein.
Only one person resurrects, and it's not Frankenstein. Okay, if anyone's resurrecting, they don't acknowledge any other resurrections.
That's actually a funny concept. It's like, imagine Jesus as Frankenstein. He's like,
which is probably if he came back from death 3 days later, he would probably.
That'd be a zombie, wouldn't
it? Jesus is a zombie. Yeah. I'm sure there's like comic books of like zombie Jesus.
Zombie Jesus. This is like when Walking Dead already jumped the shark, but this is like season 6, I guess, or whatever. When Jesus comes in. There was a character named Jesus.
How many seasons of Walking Dead are there now?
I don't know, too many.
I can't even keep up. All I know is that Norman Reedus guy. He does everything. Yeah. He's like in every band now.
Is he? He's badass. I mean, that was a badass character that he played, And then,
who was his character?
It was did you watch it?
Not really. No? I mean, I watched maybe like 2 episodes.
You just know it went on for way too long. It was in my peripheral.
I mean,
for like 18 years.
At least Breaking Bad had a limit. Like I think it was like 6 seasons. They did
yeah. But sometimes what it is. It's like sometimes it's so hard to find that good balance for a TV show.
Yeah.
Sometimes they either go on too long. Or they cut too short.
Like Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious should have ended years ago.
I know.
Yeah.
And now it's Star Wars. It should have ended after 3 movies.
I know.
And now it's just useless bullshit.
Which is sad because
it's
I love
a money
Star
grab.
Wars. I know. It's sad because I love Star Wars.
I do too. I got a Jedi symbol.
Look at that. I got the little Mando ring here. And for you. But yeah, it's funny because not to get all geeky here. But
I was like, you fucking nerds.
Yeah, you fucking weird. I'm out of here. What the fuck, Star Wars? Jesus Christ, fuck. No, but it was there was no content for a long time. It
Yeah.
was just like those 3 movies, and then like 20 years later we got the prequel.
Mm-hmm.
But there was like just gaps of no content, so it was always something that like I remember when I found out there was only like 3 movies when I was real little. I was like, I see Star Wars everywhere. How the fuck is there just 3 movies from the 70s?
Yeah.
Because it's like it just kept toys and everything. They were always around, even though they weren't like making any content.
What confused
yeah.
the shit out of me was when they were like, "Wait a minute, why is episode 4 way before episode?" Because I felt stupid after when I saw that. I was just like, "How does that work?"
It's called a prequel.
I know.
The way
I was a kid.
Yeah, the first time we met, I'm not sure how dumb he actually is. So I was just trying to help him out a little bit.
Pre means before.
Yeah, when you get bored, we got some coloring books over there for you.
Oh yeah.
Scratch and sip markers. This smells like root beer.
Scotty's coloring.
Hey, now you led the clap that one.
I did. Oh, where's
I
this?
didn't clap.
I mean,
I think
just don't admit you have the clap though.
We're done now. This was an elaborate.
I knew it smelled a little
Get a
fishy in
clap.
here.
That's actually Nick.
My bad, guys.
Hanging out there. That's cool. So so your first stand up was at a eulogy.
Yeah, I guess
kind
you,
of. Well, I mean, it was
yeah,
the
I guess
first.
you could say
That was the
that.
first
I mean,
time you made jokes in front of people. Would you say? Like,
No, I
like,
used to do theater.
yeah?
I was in a lot of like productions where they like had jokes written for
like
me.
comedy
and shit.
productions and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
exactly. So I did a lot of that growing up.
Oh, well, then you
and
kinda-
so I'm very familiar with the stage. Exit stage left.
Oh yeah, I see. So you're a drama kid.
I wasn't that. No, okay. So actually, funny enough, I tell this to a lot of people. So I did theater for years up until I was about 14, and then I was like, well, I don't want to do theater in high school because I don't want to get bullied. So I was like, what's gonna get me more pussy, sports or theater? So I did sports, and guess what? I got laid after high school.
I should have went with theater. Goddammit.
Dude, all the theater kids were freaks in my school.
I always kind of thought that theater, like, you get to like pretend kiss girls and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, do they do that? I guess not in high school. They don't do that.
Yeah,
I
high
think
school.
they- I was
Yeah, I mean, they have
gonna
Romeo
say-
and Juliet and stuff.
You know,
Yeah.
so that's fuck that. Well, I'm just a pervert, so I was just fucking join acting classes just so I can fucking try to kiss on a girl.
My daughter's in theater, and there's productions
now I
where
feel
they
horrible.
kiss one another. But I mean, I feel like there's not a whole lot of straight teens in theater. So you being straight, you could have really.
whoa,
cleaned
I
up.
got
What are you
really
saying,
upset.
Robin?
I got really upset that I
you,
didn't. I did not get the role as one of the characters in Brokeback Mountain.
Oh yeah.
on stage, I was very upset. They're like, listen, Scotty, you're a nice guy and all, but yeah, you just don't fit the part. I'm like, come on,
You're a little
man.
too. What was there? Was there any specific reason? What was your reasoning? What's the deal?
A little. You're a little too mountain man looking.
You can be the mountain if you want. Well, these guys play the.
I like that they're fucking on top of me on the stage. Oh God, it's warm.
I picture them just fucking on your stomach. And you'll just look over occasionally with approval.
I'm just going like this.
See the sunset rising over your belly button.
Parents are in the audience. That's my boy.
They're like cuddling, and I can't quit you. Oh, I bet you can, buddy. I bet you can. You know, that's hilarious.
That's funny.
And you
So-
grew up here in St. Pete?
I grew
Or
up
like in this area?
I grew up in Ocala, actually. Ocala, Florida. Yeah.
So it's not too
Oh,
far.
okay. I was just in Ocala.
Good old horse country.
Yeah. That's like where I grew up in Philly. Lancaster is Amish.
Okay.
It's a
Oh,
Amish
okay.
place, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess Ocala is the Lancaster of fucking.
You could say that. Yeah.
Why
I
is there a
mean,
lot of like?
we-
You said horse country?
It's horse country, and we also have a lot of rainbow people.
horse country? Like there's a lot.
There's
that
so
too.
many
Okay, because I would love.
horrors.
I got to move. What's the cost of living over there? 'Cause I might.
I don't know, man. I would say it's probably. There's places that are just as expensive down here, probably. I don't know.
But are there whores here though? I don't know if we
There's-
got that reputation.
I mean, there's plenty of whores in
There's
Ocala.
probably some horrors here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there's a few.
Actually, no. I got a funny story about Ocala. Just recently, this happened. I was there with my cousins and my siblings and whatnot, and so we're at this place called Mutiny in Ocala. Shout out to Mutiny. It's a fun little bar. It's
Shout out to Mutiny.
It's a pirate bar.
Shout out to Mutiny Journey.
Yeah. So
Munich.
so there's this girl there that was all over my cousin, and mind you, my cousin. I got the shitty end of the jeans. He looks like Thor. And I look like the Norse version of Thor, like the big redheaded version with a
original
big
Thor.
red beard. He's Chris Hemsworth. So So yeah, she's all over this guy, and she's just like, "Do you like to do crystal?" He's like, "What?" And he's like, "Math. Do you like to do math?" He's like, "No." I'm from Boca Raton. We do fentanyl.
You guys are still on meth over here? Like, you guys are still fucking...
yeah, so
Boca did cocaine.
Oh yeah. I mean, cocaine basically is fentanyl now. So
yeah, I know. Buying cocaine now is a risk. And not that I would know, but it's a risk now. You know?
No. I haven't done coke in years, but I even said like, look, like if somehow my comedy career like takes off, I'm not gonna do cocaine. I mean, like, I don't want fentanyl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes probably two of you. But I'm gonna assume he does not represent all of us, you know. No, I'm joking. No, so how old were you when you moved out of Ocala? Was it comedy scene out there, or were you just like
there is a Bonkers in Ocala, but there was a club there years ago, like back in like. Oh god, like the early 2000s. Yeah. I don't remember the guy who owned it, but yeah, he had a little comedy club. Then obviously went to the shit because it's Ocala.
all those whores with meth.
Exactly. Yeah. They're like they keep making too many jokes about us. My teeth are all fucking jacked.
They keep making too many films about us.
I'm so fucking itchy. But then shit, man. I was what? What was when I moved to Ocala? Fucking a couple years ago. Yeah,
you just moved out here not too long ago.
Yeah, it was 2021.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but you started over there, or you started taking it serious when you moved here? Then
yeah, exactly. You know? Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it.
Oh yeah, but did you do any over there at all? Or
no? I mean, just the theater productions when I was a kid. Didn't get laid. And
so what made you want to just hop into it then? What was that first like where you were like, I'm gonna go?
I don't know. I've just always been a huge fan of comedy. I've always wanted to try it out, and obviously after the whole eulogy thing that happened years ago, I was like, I told my girlfriend, I'm like, what do you think? And she's just like, I fucking follow your heart, do it. And then
you left her. Let's fucking follow your heart, okay?
I love you, babe. I love you, Miranda.
No, here's a good girl.
No, Miranda, you're awesome. We love you.
We love you, Miranda. You're great.
That's funny.
No, but yeah, I did my first open mic, ate shit, and I was just like, well, I mean, and then people were like, no, keep coming back. You know, that's how you get better. You suck to get better.
Right,
and,
absolutely.
And I still suck. So I mean,
you're funny, bro. I've seen some of your clips.
Oh, I thank you.
My vague research for coming over
on OnlyFans.
That's my only clips.
I mean, that's funny to watch me on OnlyFans. That's hilarious. I think that's more funny than me doing stand up.
Did you also start your porn career at Eulogy also?
I actually did start my friend. I did start my friend Trullica's career too when I picked up the body and I was like, that's so dark.
What hole did your hand go inside? That's my question.
The stinky one.
Yeah, some stock puppets.
My very first road gig was in Ocala.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
okay.
It was years ago, and it was like a comedy club only on Friday and Saturday nights. Yeah. And then after the comedy show was over, they made it like a country western bar. Does that ring a bell?
Ocala.
It would be like, hey, the comedy show's done, but stick around for line dancing. And
the comedy show's done, but grab your partner by the hand and grab her around. Oh, great. Yeah. It's so random, man. I went to, what's that, Laugh Out Lounge?
Yeah, okay.
And then that's like, I went up there with James.
That's in Lakeland, right?
Yeah. That's in,
Winter Haven.
Winter Haven.
Right,
Shout out to Laugh Out Lounge again. We gotta start giving the kids some money. Pay us, Laugh Out Lounge. Okay?
Fucking pay them. Jesus Christ.
Like, wait, you pay me. You know? So then I went up there. So we went. That first off, it was a great little comedy club.
Yeah,
it's cool because like geographically it's located where it's close to Orlando and close enough here, so you get people from both ends.
Yeah.
But there's shit going on there, though. You know, after that we went to an open mic. And it was like, bro, first off, it was after that. So I went pretty first. There was 30. I went pretty early. There was 30 comedians there. James went like 20-something.
Oh, wow.
So it was already like 10-something. Then there was some another one that someone told us about that was at a fucking bowling alley. But just driving there, it was some back alley fucking gut bucket. Dude, driving over there, I felt fucking in danger, bro. I was like, James, I'm not white, man. I don't have that white privilege. I'm not saying, I just look ethnic, like some sort of ethnic. So then I went over there, bro. That shit was so sad, man. The whole time. First, if you go, it's like one of those. You don't even want to waste your fucking material. Yeah, it's one of those things you want to go up there and kind of just crowd work a little bit. Yeah, it's like no one's fucking listening. They're over here eating their shitty chicken wings, right? It was a whole bunch of them, and then it wasn't even that many of them. It was like one table, and then at one point there was like a guy heckling, right? And the guy who was hosting the mic told him to come up. And gave him the mic. I was like, what are you getting? And then he just started making fun of this girl, and it was just sad. It wasn't even like funny. It was just sad. I was like, damn, bro. Like, But he got up. Then when I got on, it was just, you hear people bowling. You hear like pins dropping in the background. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
What you should have done, you should have lined up your punchlines with the bowling pins.
Oh my God.
It's like because the chicken can get to the other side.
Instead of drum roll, it's like, how's he doing that? Right. Pay someone $20. So like, just keep your ear on for the mic whenever I forget.
That's
yeah, but that it was shitty. But that's the life of a comic,
Oh yeah,
we
do weird spots, and you better like it.
I went to Summerfeld like 2 Sundays ago. There's a place called the Joke Joint. Alex Soto runs it. It's kind of adjacent to Ocala, maybe like 15 miles. That was really good. Shout out to Alex Soto and the Joke Joint.
That was. You have money too, Alex?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's kind of in the boonies, and but it was really cool. It was near the Villages, so there was like a bunch of elderly
a bunch of village people.
Hell yeah.
But it was cool. It was really,
that would be a fun show, doing the villages. Doing it. It's like, all right, who's got the most STDs here?
The village people. I thought you were talking about the villages.
Oh, the village people.
We're gonna ask those old people if they have STDs. Wait, villages is like for retirement.
No, the villages.
The villages is the highest.
Why did you go straight to the STDs?
No, it's got the highest STD rate in the country.
Really?
Yeah.
They had this whole big.
I swear to God.
Yeah, it was a whole big, what was it, documentary, and those people
they love the fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've done comedy shows there. I mean, I think fucking Jay Leno just...
The Village is like being on vacation every day.
The Disney World for retirees.
It is like going off to college.
You come here to live. You don't come here to pass away. There is no place like this. This is Nirvana.
I guess you're at that age where they're like, fuck it, I got 13 years if I'm lucky. I don't care if I ride it out. If I ride it out with syphilis, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? They're just I guess they're just not. First off, the information's out there.
Yeah.
Right? So you must know getting in there. It's like, I got to be careful. But they're just not. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, they've done comedy shows there. I mean, I think fucking Jay Leno just played there not too long
ago. Oh, really?
Hey,
everybody! He's going to be living there soon.
Where the swingers at?
So he's a piece of shit. Well, I don't want to say he's a piece of shit. He's a nice guy, I'm sure. But the whole late night wars.
I am Team Conan all the way.
Conan is
I love
a fucking
Conan.
guy, man. I grew up watching him, and it's like that was like, I feel like I grew up on the last bit of like, Conan was that last wave of like good late night talk shows.
I agree.
There was Carson, there was Letterman, and then it stopped at Conan.
I like Dave. I like Dave.
Dave is great too. But they were like the OG. Carson was like the OG.
Does Kimmon? I literally said Kimmel and Fallon put together Kimmon.
The Jimmys.
The Jimmys. Do any of them even like put up like stand ups at all for like do like 3 minutes of material and then sit down like how they used to back in the day?
Do they still? I think they still do monologues, but it's just like Trump.
Basically, like like if you vote for Trump, it's like okay, we heard that shit years ago, dude.
I know. These people don't understand how they just isolate half your fucking audience, Like, just be in the middle, make fun of both. Back in our day, I used to love Jon Stewart because he would just make fun of both. He would just make fun of stupidity, even though he was clearly on a Democrat.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But he would just call out stupidity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bill Maher was another one like that.
Bill Maher, he's very hardcore Democrat, but he'll still make fun of him.
If a Republican does something stupid and make fun of him, if something's done stupid on the Democrat
any
side.
Politician should be made fun of. like for real. Like, I bet you any of those politicians when they were kids, they're like, it's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be hated my entire life. Oh, politician.
Yeah, what kind of a douche wants to be a politician? First off, if you were a kid who wanted to be a politician, that's fucking, what a geek. Unless it was like the president, but if you grew up like, I want to be a senator of Wisconsin, it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'll tell you what, actually. John Jacobs said this, because he was on my podcast months ago before he moved to London. He thinks the theory that every politician was originally a piece of shit popular kid because they can literally get their entire school to like turn on like their teachers and stuff, like the class presidents and stuff, and have them do whatever they want. because he literally said, dude, Dr. Fauci was a fucking jock. He was an all-star basketball player.
Well, Dr. Fauci was?
Yeah, Dr. Fauci.
Oh.
I swear to God, I didn't know that either until I had to look it up.
Well, somebody went to Jewish basketball camp as a child. I just like Jewish basketball.
Yeah, literally. He said every politician is a piece of shit cool kid, and I'm like, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
right
we got to fact check it.
Fact check it.
I want to see his stats. How many points was he dropping?
The captain of his team.
Higher than Wilt Chamberlain, everybody.
Born leaders. It was like everyone needs to get vaccinated before they can join the team.
You make the 3-pointer, you got to get triple boosted for that.
For every 3-point shot, there's a triple boost. That's hilarious. That's funny. I bet he was a douche too.
One of my favorite conspiracy theories about Fauci. I mean, we don't have to get into this topic, that he is actually Mother Teresa's son.
Oh, let's get
into that.
He's Mother Teresa's son.
That's a long, conversation like that. We don't have to get into that. But I'm saying I think that's one of the funniest.
Don't dangle a tree in front of my face and tell me.
What do you mean? Mother Teresa part Indian?
Yeah,
from
like, how
India?
does this happen?
Yeah, Calcutta or something like that. Yeah, I mean, they look exactly alike.
Do they fuck? I mean, what is she? Is she a nun?
I don't know.
Well, she died years ago.
She died years ago.
But I mean, what she was.
You're like, can we get her on the phone?
How come we got to put an end to this?
I mean, she's a saint now. All we gotta do is just say, "Hey, Mother Teresa, can you please confirm that you are Anthony Fauci's mother."
I don't know, did she play point guard or small forward for the? I don't know. No, but they allowed her position. Like, what is she? Is she like a nun or what the fuck?
I think she's
like a super nun. Right?
Yeah, she's a super nun.
Like an involved nun. Like.
Over 9,000.
Super Saiyan nun.
She has so many nun points you don't even believe.
Her nun points are off the roof.
Is her, because I know she was canonized as a saint. Is she like now just Saint Teresa or Saint Mother Teresa? I think her actual name is like Agnes or something.
Oh wow.
Oh, see, I didn't know any
Saint
of this.
Agnes. I mean, how many Saint Agneses there are?
Yeah, what a old person's name.
Can you imagine like? Yeah, it's like I don't know. You're on. You find a girl on Tinder. Her name's Agnes. And she's like our age too. Yeah, it's just like, hey, Agnes.
I think the fuck. No, there's no way. You can't. I've never seen a young person named Agnes ever.
I met a young lady named Shirley. Actually,
I've seen a Shirley. I've seen a Shirley, but I've never seen an Agnes. I feel like they don't come out till they're like 70.
Aggie or Missy.
It's like are Craigs born like babies, or do they just are born as 55-year-old men?
Beatrice is another one. You know, Beatrice. Yeah, that's an old person's name too. You're just thinking about her. She's like, I want my child to have an easy life in her 80s. I want to. That's like what you're thinking about. When
it's like Benjamin Button, you know. Yeah, they're just born backwards.
I mean, she's gonna have a horrible life from 0 to 80, but after 80, made in
it's like Benjamin backwards.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, imagine being in high school back in the 30s, and you're like, damn, look at Nancy. She's got such a nice ass over there. And then I bet like the girls were like, oh, doll, look at Irving.
Irving is such a nice fellow, isn't he? You know, Claudette or something like that. You know, fucking no, but that's I was gonna say it's like Benjamin Button, but instead of like going backwards, you just have a shitty name. You know.
I think I'm just gonna name my daughter Agnes. I'm like, Miranda, if we have a baby, we're naming her Agnes. She'd be like, you want our daughter to be bullied? Yes.
No. She's gonna be born on disability. Like she's gonna have.
Social Security. She's gonna be born with Medicare.
Come out with a Medicare. Here's a birth certificate. Here's a Medicare card, and here's some what's the knitting shit?
She's 65 weeks
crochet.
old.
Here's a book on crocheting.
She has a little baby cane her whole life. It just grows bigger, and she walks with it.
It's horrible and cute. You know? And they look like old people when they come out anyway. You know,
kind of wrinkly.
When they come out real wrinkly,
I mean, dude, they basically are old people. Yeah. I mean, like the old people become fucking babies when they're.
That's true. Look at our president.
I work in medical sales. I talk to people that shit and piss their pants every day. They're basically they're like, oh god damn it.
Yeah. He's like, so you want me to order 2? Okay, is that a 3? Are you shitting yourself again?
Yes.
Okay, just let me know when you're done. Okay, now like interrupting your conversations while they shit themselves. Oh my god!
Son of a bitch.
That's so nasty. That's the president farted. He shit it in the Vatican. Remember?
Yeah, he did shit his pants in the Vatican.
Is that real? Is that legit?
This President Biden?
Yeah, I hope. Was there other ones that did that?
Well, I know.
Oh, I'm sure.
Bush Senior threw up. Well, you guys are kind of younger than me.
Yeah.
Bush Senior threw up in Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
really?
he was like at this real like fancy dinner, and he sort of like vomited. That was like a big deal.
It's because he didn't have barbecue. He's from Texas. Come on.
Listen, have you ever tried Japanese food? I mean, Jesus. I love Japanese food.
I love
That's
Japanese
so
food.
good. That's not true at all.
God.
You know, it's like one of my favorite foods, actually.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
But vomiting, I think you agree with me. Vomiting in Japan is not as bad as shitting at the Vatican.
Yeah, I know.
Like the fucking Vatican.
If you puke at the Vatican, they're gonna be like blasphemy.
They're
Like,
gonna exorcise you and shit. Exercise you and shit. The fuck is that, Nick?
yeah, that just scared me. Was that the Holy Ghost?
Stop talking about the president.
Yeah. Not the Vatican. The Holy Ghost is more interested in us talking about being blasphemous towards the fucking leader of the free world, I guess. You know.
I was fact checking the
shitting himself.
shitting himself in the Vatican.
Was it in fact true? How did it check out?
It did. According to Snopes, it's fake.
Oh yeah.
Snopes.
But, you know,
Yeah.
You gotta like DuckDuckGo this shit, you know.
It's so funny because Snow lost all their credibility at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
it's pretty much shot.
Yeah. At one point, there was where you went to kind of confirm
Just
it that.
figure
Now
out
it's like you
what's-
guys are clearly fucking anything slightly conspiratorial. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine. This is all fake. Shut up. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys been hearing about all the alien shit that's going on?
I heard a little bit about it.
Have you heard about like the Nevada shit?
Oh yeah.
Like man, there's so much. First
Yeah.
off, what do you feel about it? You think aliens are real or?
Oh, definitely. I mean, like, dude, this world is not this world. This universe is too big.
Yeah.
In order for us to
Yeah.
be alone. Are you
Yeah,
kidding
no.
me? It's just like, I mean, do I think like, you know, I'm seeing in the headlines like, oh, a UFO gets shot down? I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
What do you? I'm sure I assume that these UFOs are like technologically way more advanced than we
Yeah.
are. I mean, they can literally. I mean, what a gun's gonna knock down a flying saucer?
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Was it that they shot it down, or was it that it crashed? I thought
They
it
said
crashed.
they shut it down.
Even crashing seems so primitive. Like, come on, you
Yeah.
got flying through space, and you're gonna fucking crash.
I mean,
in
you
Nevada,
can
like,
you
what
can
the fuck?
fuck, you can
Like,
go through dimensions.
Yeah, I know.
How is a fucking gun gonna
Yeah.
a Gatling gun?
Like there's 90 degree winds. I mean, like 90 whatever. I can't fucking say whatever.
Yeah.
There's harsh winds over Missouri.
Yeah, but
Like, we can't get through this. You know?
But I definitely believe in aliens for sure. I mean, I can even go as far as like, you know, saying that like aliens could have been like our ancestors that helped us
Anunnaki
out.
stuff and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I've heard of the Anunnaki. Yeah,
we talked about that. I was kind of talking to him about that the other day.
yeah. I'm very familiar with the Anunnaki.
I've dated a few girls who kind of look like aliens. I'm pretty sure.
Anunnaki.
Yeah, no.
They got big braided beards like Hammurabi shit.
They're also named Larry and Ted. I don't know.
I don't think that was an alien.
Agnes.
No, I totally agree with that. I mean, first off, the chance, like just the probability of us being, that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's I mean, it's also true that we could be the only ones out there. This is such a random fucking Earth, right? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, we just woke up one day and we're just fucking here, and then we just like kind of got accustomed to this shit. But like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? We're like on a fucking planet somewhere. We don't know how the fuck we even got here already. We're just like, it's like someone turned on a game, you know, and we're just like a player in the game. We don't know what the fuck.
It's
you know,
all,
we don't know about the coding or any of that shit.
It's like, oh, we're all in the Matrix. This does not exist right now.
Yeah, but I've heard about a lot of shit. Like, so have you heard of not to get too conspiratorial here, but you heard about Project Blue? I know you have.
Project Bluebeam.
Project Bluebeam. Have you?
Huh? I have not heard of it.
Well, let me rock your world.
I know crazy wire lady.
Rocking into the
You don't see like the you don't see like the
rocking
aluminum
into
foil
the
hat
night.
type. You know?
Wait, I thought it was tinfoil.
Like tinfoil,
Aluminum
foil. Yeah, first off, aluminum is not even the right word. Aluminium, right?
Well,
I
that's
thought
if
it was
you're
aluminum.
British.
It's aluminium.
Aluminium.
No,
I
pull
thought
it up.
if you were British.
Yeah, but no. If you were British, it was a British person that told me
What
that.
the shit is
Aluminium.
this? Why
Yeah.
are we changing words now?
It's spelled aluminium.
Aluminium.
You see?
It's kind of like when I heard the word advertisement for the first time. I'm like, no, it's advertisement. And
no,
all of a sudden, now I hear
don't-
advertisement. I'm like,
think
shut up,
anybody-
shut up. It's advertisement. No,
bring that
advertisement.
back.
No.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Potato.
Yeah.
Aluminum, aluminium.
I said no one says potato. I never heard anyone
Who
say
the
potato.
fuck says potato?
The only time people say is when you say it's like potato. Like I've never heard anyone say potato.
It's like someone saying grape, but it's like garapi.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah, you don't say-
stop. Well, why you want to make it Italian? Garapi.
Very fancy. But no, but it was a British person or someone from the UK who told me that. They're like, you call it aluminum, don't you? And that was a horrible British accent, by the way.
Yeah, so that sounds kind of Russian.
I sounded like I was
aluminum, don't you?
I sounded like I had COVID and shit. You know what I mean? Had a bad cough, you know? No. Then it was like, it's aluminum. And I read it. I'm like, wait, it is aluminium.
Aluminium.
It's
Yeah. I mean,
aluminium.
looking at it right now.
And then now that you said it,
Aluminum.
it's like it's British people. It's like
I don't
that's
think anybody pronounces that last I though.
yeah, but that's
Aluminium.
they speak the language right. You know, I mean that's how originally how they were supposed to speak. You know?
Yeah.
So it's just like maybe you should be taking their leads. You know. Well, fuck them. They're pussies. They are. You know. Anytime you see a British people, you either feel like.
I mean, I think we should call bathrooms loos here.
Is that what they call them?
That's what they call it in
Yeah.
England. They call it the loo.
The
Here's the
loo?
pronunciation.
Oh, okay. I think we're saying it right.
No, that's an American pronunciation.
Put on a
Straight from Google.
Aluminum. Aluminum.
Aluminum.
just
You're supposed to
conform the
emphasis on the
pronunciation.
loo.
Aluminum.
They just conform their website.
Aluminum.
based
Do they
on-
have like a British word? Like one?
Yeah.
Aluminium.
do you have it under like
UK
like
pronunciation.
Hermione pronunciation? Aluminium. No, what the fuck was that? That wasn't a British.
5-minute video.
Are we really gonna watch a 5-minute
really
video on
sad
how to
aluminum.
pronounce aluminum? What the
funny.
fuck kind
Hard
of
pass.
shit?
Just take it. We'll just believe it to be true. Fucking
Aluminum.
I'll take your word for
Aluminium.
it.
fuck aluminium. You know that sounds so weird too. Anyway, but the what was I saying?
Project
Fucking,
Bluebeam.
Oh yeah, Project Bluebeam. So this is man. You know the thing about conspiracies is you go into one rabbit hole, and then there's like a rabbit hole within a rabbit hole and shit, right? Because the first layer of conspiracy is like the government's out to get us, and then there's like another whole other layer of like they're just making it seem out to get you, but they're really doing this. You know what I mean? So it's like wait, all of the conspiracies that I thought was reading was real. It's actually like. Oh, this keeps going. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't even know if I said that right, but you get what I'm saying. It's
Oh
like
no,
goes
I know
deeper and
exactly
deeper.
what you're saying. Yeah, like
So one of the conspiracies is not just that aliens will land here, right, or whatever. But then the Project Bluebeam was that they were going to have like holograms, right? The government, it's like actual documentation. We're going to have satellites that were shooting out holograms that would like fake the Messiah coming or fake the
Have seen all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
fake
Oh,
the Messiah.
like when Tupac was on stage.
Yeah.
Jesus is like, what's up, Coachella?
I'm back, bitches.
Glory to God in the highest. Sing glory to God. Look at my hands, guys. Hold them.
Yeah, it goes all the way through, guys.
Jesus walks. That's funny. Yeah, the party lit, you know, glow sticks and everything, glow crosses, you know. But the
Oh, I was gonna say, at what point? I guess this is where get skeptical of like conspiracy theories. At what end? To what end are they going to bring the blue beams? Like, what's you know what I mean?
What are they
Like, to what end?
well, I think what they were trying to do, from what I at least from my understanding of it, is like part of it was to have these giant hallucinations to depict like Christ or like Muhammad, different regions of the world.
Oh, okay.
So try to unite religions. So pretty much say, hey, listen, they'll have Jesus talking to Christians, but like, hey, listen, don't worry about Christianity. We're all good. You know what I mean? Like, let's just focus on one religion. You know, it's something like that. They were going to speak.
And Moses is just like cough it up.
Yeah.
No, imagine if Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad showed up, but they're the Three Stooges. Jesus is like, oh, why you? And then Muhammad,
Like, oh, you little my head and shit.
They raced to try to part the Red Sea. No,
He goes to nail his cross, but he hits him on the head with it.
and then Jesus does this curly spin on the floor.
That's funny. That would be that's way better than the second half of the
Fuck
Bible.
yeah, dude. Oh my god.
If you read
Jesus gets a
Revelations,
mow haircut.
you read Revelations, it's far more scary than that. I wish.
Jesus with the mohair.
That's funny. know, but but it's kind of weird that they would even write that, right? That there's an official document about that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
The idea that they're even fucking thinking about that at one point. You know what I mean? It's just like fucking.
But it does make you wonder, like, maybe that's why the lady freaked out on the plane. Maybe
Yeah, I saw that.
Maybe she thought that was a blue beamer.
Yeah, I think she was just on crack.
He's not real.
Yeah, he's not. Yo, I was wondering. I wanted to see what that was so bad. Like, who that person was.
Everything when she goes, that motherfucker is not real. Everyone went.
Well, I know. Everyone looked back like, who? You know what I mean? Get me off the plane, too.
It would have been really funny if it was like a guy dressed up as like the Mummy Man with like sunglasses and his face is all wrapped up with toilet paper. He's just like
yeah. Shut the fuck up. It's like, who? Me? No, I'm real. Nothing's here. No, that's crazy. You see shit like that, and then, you know, there's so much mental. First off, there's so much other shit that make people not look real, like acid.
yeah.
She could have been on drugs, or she could have just had like schizophrenia, which likely was the case.
She probably was just shit-faced and maybe took anxiety pills because she's probably afraid to fly. You know, like trust me, I have a brother who's got horrible anxiety, and he told me he flew cross country one time, not cross country, cross seas, and he took Xanax and also had like a couple drinks, and he was like asking the guy next to him, he's like, you hiding here at all? And he's like, no, and then so he took his shirt off.
What?
And then he sits there like this. Oh fuck! And he had to put his shirt back.
Realized
because he thought he was taking his jacket off, but he took his entire fucking shirt off.
See, I'm kind of a white knuckle flyer. The only thing I ever, because I usually take like about a half a Xanax and maybe a glass of wine, and the only thing, the only thing I ever did is one time I woke up and I was like fully on the bed next to me. And I was like, oh, and that was.
She was probably like, no, it's okay, don't. Let me
I got hammered on my.
Sleep.
I got hammered on my last flight I was on when I was going to Los Angeles a year ago, and I fucking turbulence, being as tall and big as I am when you're in the bathroom, I was like stumbling. All of a sudden, I'm taking a piss. I just go like this, whoom, right, like
oh my
face
god,
first, right into the wall in front of me. I'm like, ow. God,
man, that
damn
sucks.
it!
And everything feels so fragile on a plane. You're like, oh shit, I don't want to fly. Like you fall forward, you suck down and shit. You know what I mean? Like, no. You know?
Dude, like those toilets.
Yeah. Oh
God.
I've gotten well acquainted with. I don't know how people try to have sex in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How do you do that?
I know that's just so. I don't know. I can barely shit in there. You know?
I mean, I don't even think midgets can let them sex in there either.
Yeah, if you get a midget and an anorexic lady, I bet they still can't do it. Can't make it happen. You know what I mean?
Jeez, I don't know. I don't even think like dogs can fucking. That airplane
I've seen some pretty crafty dogs. I think.
See, in my mind, I'd be like, people are waiting outside. We're going to inconvenience them. There's two people in there. They're going to know. Like,
you're far too polite to be.
Unless if you too many factors.
I'm like, I think the stewardess lady saw us. We're gonna
unless if you're quick, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Like it's like oh shit.
Yeah, you got to be really ready to like burst at the seams if you can be quick in a scenario like that. You know, I feel like I would be so like fucking. You have to be like Katrina. You know, like Hurricane, like the levees on Hurricane Katrina, just ready to just fucking explode at the moment you touch somebody, because that would be so structurally awkward. And then just me thinking about it, and I can't perform on a bed. You know?
That's really good to get people in the mood, Manny. Baby, think about Hurricane Katrina.
Next time I have sex, I'm thinking of Hurricane
Katrina. Yeah, you're gonna say Katrina. Your wife's gonna be like, "Who the fuck is Katrina? Who the fuck is that?"
She's more wetter than you.
Oh, it's because she's not fucking you. That's why.
I mean, she fucked over a couple thousand people.
Oh yeah. She was a whore.
She fucked to death. God damn.
She came through with that WAP all over New Orleans. You know, she got everybody. You know, it's hard. You know,
the WAP.
Some real WAP. Katrina did have WAP for sure. Right? Yeah, we gotta admit that much, right?
Oh yeah.
But fucking what was I gonna say? So no, I took acid for the first time ever on right now actually. I just took it. No. I took it on an airplane for the first time.
Oh my god.
So funny, man. I tried to like so I was going to it was Thanksgiving, right? And my brother
Did you say Thanksgiving?
No, well yeah,
Thanksgiving.
I was like, it's basically it's like Friendsgiving. Actually. Yeah.
No, you dance.
You guys want to
How'd you like the turkey last week? What are we doing?
Potatoes.
Yeah. So I was dancing my way over to Thanksgiving. No, but it was my but my brother had like the like it was him and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
They were like so antisocial.
Okay.
That they invited me to their house for Thanksgiving. It was just them and like their two Mexican twins.
Oh, nice.
That dressed exactly alike, and they had the same car. I'm like, why did you guys drive together? I don't understand. These motherfuckers had the same car, bro. They dressed exactly alike, man, and it looked exactly. There was no distinguishing feature, bro. And I'm over here on acid, and I'm like, what
They're
the
like
fuck?
the island boy.
Like, when did my brother become a twin?
The Mexican island boys, you know, the island locals, batos, the island batos. So look, I went to So I get in. I'm in the airplane. I was like, once it descends,
Yeah.
that's when I'm gonna start. That's when I'm gonna go in the bathroom. So I go into this tight little bathroom right here. She's like, we're starting to descend. So I go into this tight little bathroom and I put it underneath my tongue. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, what the fuck
I'm like
are
in
you
an
thinking?
airplane. So I put it underneath my tongue. It was the first time doing it. I know what to expect, how long it would take. To make matters worse, when I got to his house, I started to feel something going on. And
Okay, so you were off of the airplane.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
The first time, when I took it, I was on. But by
Okay.
the time I got off it is when I started to feel it. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay,
So,
I was
it
gonna
didn't hit
say.
me while I was at the airport, but I started to feel it when I got off. And then, of all places, we went to fucking Golden Corral in Egg Harbor, New Jersey for fucking Thanksgiving. You know how fucking shitty that was, bro?
Dude, Golden Corral.
Yeah, I went to fucking Golden for Thanksgiving. This is definitely one. I'm on acid. I've never been to Golden Corral, and it's not a regular restaurant. It's a buffet.
It's a buffet,
and there's
yeah.
like rules to this shit. It's not like you just walk in and sit down at a table.
Yeah.
There was like they threw
You've
some
gotta get
curveballs
the-
at me. I'm on acid. I'm like, okay, just get through it. Let's get through it. It's the first time on acid. I'm like, I gotta communicate with somebody. So I went up, and then she was like, okay, I paid for it. And then this one question threw me off. She was like, what do you want to drink? I'm like, what? I just paid for it. Like, I didn't, like, it was just not in the right order. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? I'm not ready for my drinks? What are you doing? So I grabbed my drink and I got through it somehow. That
He
poor lady.
needs some milk.
Yeah, he needs some milk. Then I remember just walking around a whole shitty buffet,
Well,
right?
because they've got like the whole like salad buffet, then they have the old entree buffet,
Right,
and then they have
exactly.
the whole dessert buffet.
Yeah, and I was just following my brother's, like, his shirt. That was like an anchor. I'm like, this is my brother. And then I was like, I was just doing everything he was doing for the most part, like following him around. And then at one moment he left, and I was like at a sea by myself, like in the ocean by myself. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh my
Dude, I
God.
did like 3 rounds, and then on the I couldn't see them. And on the last round, I'm like, bro, if I turn this corner and my brother's out there with his girlfriend, I'm just gonna sit outside for a while. I was just gonna sit out. I was on acid. Everything felt good. You ever get like on acid? Nothing feels fantastic. You know, you're just sitting there. You're sitting there like, oh wow, everything's fantastic.
I've never done acid, but I've done shrooms multiple times.
Yeah, very
and,
similar.
and where I grew up, we did shrooms, and we would do it on and float down the Rainbow River.
The Rainbow River.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, that shit is fucking religious.
What, you seen like an actual Rainbow River?
No, that's what they call it, the Rainbow River.
Oh,
No, it's not like you like. It's like, oh, I'm crossing the Rainbow River.
And
Valhalla.
Dead Pastor there.
No,
Is that your way of coming out? Is that I crossed the Rainbow River? What do you mean you crossed the Rainbow River?
broke back the mountain.
I crossed the Rainbow River.
No, but yeah, the Rainbow River. It's just the big ass river that people go and float in, and we used to just take shrooms and fucking just float. And I'll
I'm so
tell you,
stupid. I thought
I'll tell
that-
you what, man. I literally felt like I was like a fucking like Seminole Indian, like back in my land. Like literally, I just see people just. I feel like I can just see like how it used to be before us goddamn white people
I was
took
gonna say,
over.
You start shooting white men. You just started fucking like stoning white men.
I look over my buddy. He's got like a colonial, like it looks like George Washington, and I'm like,
You did this!
you did this.
He's sober the whole day. He's like, oh god, what's happening?
Scotty, come down, man.
I knew you should have done it. That's funny. No, I was so dumb. I thought I thought that the river through your visuals got all like fucking rainbow.
No, not yet. It's not like the
was like,
rainbow.
can I have
the
your connection?
It's not like the Rainbow Bridge in Valhalla, Asgard, Thor shit.
Oh yeah.
Kermit the
mythology,
Frog's
Rainbow
in charge
Road.
of it with his little
You get up there, it's like, hey, how can I help you today? Kermit the Frog.
Why you Kermit the Frog here?
on Rainbow River.
Turn back the way you came there,
Motherfucker. He gets all aggressive with you. Yeah, I'm not all TV, bitch. This is a real man. That's hilarious. But yeah, so that's the I guess that's the first time I did that. I don't know why I told you guys that, but
Yeah.
first time I did acid, and then Yeah, I mean, it was just a real story. Then, like, the twins kind of threw me off big time, man, because I'm on acid as it is.
So your brother and his wife were kind of dressed same alike. Was that
No,
what
he
happened?
wasn't dressed
No, the twins were dressed
There was
similar.
also, like, her friends happened to be
Did
the
they
Mexican
talk in
twins.
sync too?
Yeah, they just did everything.
Oh, I thought
They're like,
you
come
meant-
play with us, Manny.
Oh, my God.
Forever and ever and ever.
I thought you meant he was like very close with his wife, and they
No.
dressed alike.
No, oh, no, my God. That would have been even worse. I would have had to
I
take
totally
drugs.
did. I haven't even been on drugs. I did not follow that. So his wife
You just
had a
ignored
friend.
everything I said for like, we're in a podcast here. I don't know if she still thinks she's at fucking Starbucks. It's like, is it a grande or
Vente.
I'm mad because they didn't get my
Why don't we
order
just say
right.
fucking
That's what
small,
happened.
medium, large? That's why I hate Starbucks. Can I get a fucking medium frappuccino? You mean grande?
I know.
No!
I know. I'm Spanish, so grande means big.
Everything's big.
Yeah,
What the
so-
hell does vente mean?
Yeah.
Massive?
Yeah. Well, I mean, considering my penis size, I guess calling me a grande was actually a little bit of a, it's a little bit of a, I'll take that, a little more considerate of a word, I guess.
That's funny. Oh, that's fucking great.
For medium. So let's get back to our fucking guest here, shall we?
I'm still confused about the twins,
yeah,
but we're going to get back to it.
Oh, yeah, I will say
She
about...
can't believe that Mexicans can be twins.
Oh, my God.
But yes, there's it happens for all races.
I'm sure Antarcticans can be fucking... I mean, are there even Antarcticans?
What?
Oh,
Are there Antarcticans?
I mean, yeah,
I don't know. I don't
polar
think
bears and fucking
fucking,
penguins and
yeah,
stuff.
fucking.
Yeah, but I was saying back to
I don't think
Ocala. Yeah, because Ocala actually is more popular for their music scene.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Ocala has a huge like hardcore punk scene, like A Day to Remember and Wage War and all those. You know those guys?
No, but it's ironic that they're called A Day to Remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember those motherfuckers.
But no, it's like it's a huge scene up there, and it's funny. At that mutiny place as well too. A lot of the the bartender people who know who I am and they know I've been doing comedy. They're like, how do we get a scene started? I'm like, get some funny motherfuckers, and
Yeah.
and it's not that hard.
Put on an open mic.
They're like, you think you could host a show? And I'm just like, give me money, I'll do it. I'm
Yeah.
not driving 2 hours just to.
Yeah, well, college doesn't enough where you got to be.
Yeah.
100. Yeah, you got to be a little
Yeah, I
more.
just
It
said,
might
like-
just cover the gas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said just get someone with
That's
the PA
that's
system,
the way.
and
Yeah, I'm sure there's some comedians that live out there, and then
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there's a bunch of people who want to do comedy. That
Well,
are like,
actually, there's another. I learned this from one of my friends up there. This guy who wanted to start a comedy thing. Holy shit! So my buddy said he got a big show going. Like, I think 60 people showed up at this bar called
Whoa.
the Alibi in Ocala, and he went up there. And so they're like, what's going on? Are we doing like an open mic? He's like, no, I'm doing comedy. And then they're like, wait a minute, like, you ever done comedy before? He's like, no. And then so
my
he
gosh.
did 40 minutes.
Some guy who's never done
Disaster.
comedy. Oh, I wonder why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then my friend was like, what did you do wrong? I'm like, what? Are you really asking me that
What did you
question?
do
What did you do
right?
wrong?
What- yeah, what did
I'm
you-
like, what did you do wrong? He'd never done comedy before. What makes you think, like, if you don't have 5 minutes, what makes you
I
think
know.
you can do 40?
people don't understand, man. You
Oh.
see a lot. You see a lot of young comics come into, and
Yeah.
everyone's different, and there are people who are just like it's like anything else. Who like they're an anomaly kind of, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
people just hop in and they're good at it,
Yeah.
And then it takes them maybe a little less time. The kid,
Yeah.
And there's people like that for sure. Just like there's people like that in anything.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
of course.
But for the most part, bro, you got to be in this at least like 5 years to really, to really feel like you can. You got
You see,
some kind of-
I'm pushing 2 years, and I know guys that are like around that time, maybe a little bit longer, like maybe 3 to 4. They're like, I think I'm ready to headline. No, you're not.
No.
I personally, I don't want to headline for years, to be honest.
I know.
with
I'm
you.
the same way too. I don't like the headlining stuff. Hosting is different because you can play around, you can try out new
Exactly,
stuff
yeah.
and stuff like that. And I'll show up, but I don't the headline. Like there's some comics that started, like Joe Izzo too. He's he's funny as hell too. But there's a couple who started like around with us or with me, which was like I just got back into it like less than a year ago.
Yeah.
And there's like people are already headlining and stuff. I'm like,
When did you start?
I started originally in Philly like 12 years ago.
Oh, no
but
shit, okay.
But I only went for like a year, maybe like 8 months or something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
And then I stopped for like fucking 12 years.
Yeah.
And then I just got back into it like over the last like year or so.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. It's been nice. All right, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, no. It's been cool. And it is a weird thing though. Like it's not like I say it all the time. It's not like singing or something. It's like, bro, like you got to really get good at this. And then it takes a certain type of person to just keep wanting to go up. Like you said, you bombed, and you're like, I got to do this again.
Oh yeah, I mean, because
I
I was just like, I mean, people say, look, dude, like sometimes people bomb and they're like, that's it. And I'm like, no, I think I can do this again. Let's figure it out. Well, first place I went to was the Dunedin Brewery. So and I went up like dead last when no one was there.
Is that Soggy Bottoms or is
no? It's the one that Brad and John host.
Oh, hey Brad. Hey John.
Never mind. No, it's not. Yeah, not Soggy, but Soggy Bomb's a cool room.
That's a cool
yeah,
room.
shout out to
really
Tom.
cool.
Tom Wise.
Tom
yeah,
Wise.
he's a great guy. But yeah, no. It was a little. It was a weird night. But then the second time I did it was Snappers, and Snappers was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I think I can do this.
Yeah,
because I met a lot of cool people. I think I probably met you that night too. To be honest with you, maybe.
Oh, I have not been to Snappers in years and years. No.
There's like 30 comics that are there.
Yeah.
Shit up this whole time. Just a fucking.
I've actually never done it before. I don't know who you guys are.
Yeah, we met him at Wawa 2 days ago. You know?
Guys, I've never been on stage.
This guy looks kind of funny. You want to come on our podcast? Like, sure. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the first time I went on, it was in Philly. Like the first time, dude. I had it so rehearsed and so locked down that I didn't even stop to notice if anyone was laughing or not. I was just going through my shit. It was like performance art, just going through my shit.
Yeah.
And then, but when I look back, surprisingly, it was people laughing at it, So I was a little, because it wasn't that big of a room. And I think at the time, I was preparing so much and I was listening to so much like stand-up comics. You hear the laugh track or you hear the laughter in like a big room. Yeah. There was like fucking 8 people there. So it was like, I guess I wasn't hearing it in my head, so I would just like keep going. But then I realized, it was like, no, you're not, there's not that many people here, you know what I mean? It's not going to be a war of laughter.
In my beginning, I would get giddy whenever people would laugh because they're like, hey, you got to be serious whenever you're making people laugh. I would do my punchline also out here, hey, and I'll be like this. And I'm like, oh, I can't do that anymore. That's so like vulnerable there. Because people are going to be like, oh, then don't laugh at his punchlines.
I know.
I remember probably the first 10 times I went, especially the first 1 or 2 times, I would get so dry. It wouldn't even be a dry mouth. It would be like a dry, like from my lips to like my throat. Like it was just like the desert.
Like
the whole. It was just everything.
Dry neck. She had dry neck.
But it was like the inner dry neck.
Third degree dry neck. Like it was really in there. You start a fire if you swallowed. No friction. That's hilarious. No, that's funny. I'm not that weird, but I don't have weird quirks like that. But I have shit myself one time on stage, So shitting myself right now.
There you go.
Now I have the saliva once I talk on stage.
I think that's vomit.
No, I shit myself. Well, not now, but actually, I have a bit about this. I haven't used it in a hot minute, but I think I might bring it back. It's when I shit myself when I did coke for the first time.
Oh man!
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
So
Daytona Beach.
Both ends were blowing.
Yeah, no.
You gonna elaborate a little bit here?
Or? It was God, spring break, like when I was in college, and
spring break, 82.
82, yeah. It's like we just got done seeing Motley Crue. No shit, I don't know. I got my buddy we got some cocaine, and I was like, oh cool, and they say like when the first times you do it, sometimes when your body can't handle it, you'll defecate yourself.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
So I did not do. I didn't like make a big mess. I managed to keep it all together.
Don't try to make it nice. Own it. What was it? Let's be honest. That doesn't even sound convincing.
I have to wear diapers now. Okay, man. Is that what you want?
Yeah. First off, I have a hard time believing that any like accidental shit is not messy. Right?
It's messy. I mean,
if it's accidental.
Let's just say I had to throw away some clothes.
I was going to say, were you able to salvage your clothes? Like
they had to go bye. Yeah.
Okay.
It was like gym shorts and whatever.
Throughout the whole memory, you don't even want to look at them again.
I don't know, man. I mean, I kind of wanted to keep it as like an heirloom. It's like your son, you got to wear my shit pants.
Yeah, it's like a shrine. And it's
shrine.
Shitty pants in here.
You're old. This is the first time Grandpa shit his pants. We have it in the frame.
No, I'm shitting my pants right now.
It wasn't the last. That's the first.
Get your grandma, guys.
That's hilarious. So, have you shitted every other time you've done coke?
No, surprisingly not.
That's funny. No, I've never shit myself on coke. I would say that much, you know. But I shit myself before, but we'll leave that. I already said it on another podcast. And I also spare you guys.
Well, you shit on the podcast?
No. Not each.
Oh, shit, that's fucking rad.
Well, I mean, if we're counting now, then maybe.
Oh, no.
No, so I was going to ask, so then you came from, so did you move to Tampa specifically, or did you want to come to Tampa?
Well, me and my girlfriend, we're getting kind of tired of Ocala, and I'm like, yeah, I am too. It's been here for too long, and we were like, let's just try to find like a cool beach town. Oh, yeah. And so, you know, we're just trying to look for places, and we were originally going to do St. Augustine.
Oh, that's so good.
But St. Augustine was way too expensive.
Is it?
And then, and so I was like, hey, I love the Clearwater area, and so we just went for the weekend and hung on Clearwater. She's like, it's a little too packed here, and I was like, yeah. And then we met this gal who was our server at some restaurant, and she said, you guys check out Safety Harbor. And so we're like, oh, okay. And then so we went and fell in love with Safety Harbor immediately.
Yeah.
We're like, this is where we got to be.
Was it before like the pricing went up?
Oh yeah.
Now look in the camera and give your exact physical address. Yeah. We're in Safety Harbor.
Give me your
license. How many kids do you have now and their age? That's horrible. This will not be published anyway. No, I'm joking. So no. So you're into the podcasting world too, right? So you.
Oh yeah, I've had my on and off for like about 2.5, 3 years now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been podcasting longer than doing stand-up.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, because I was on TikTok for a number of years, and I had built up a pretty big following there. Interviewed some pretty cool people, and then I got banned from TikTok because fucking China.
Because it's TikTok.
China. Yeah, I'm just kidding. But no, and then
was it on your Wi-Fi when you got TikTok?
It was that racist last name of yours. Once you updated it, they were like, yeah, get it out here.
I actually, funny enough, the video that got me banned was I was doing this is when the Lil Nas X video of him dancing naked in the shower got really popular, and I pretended that I was going to prison for the first time and I had to go in the showers, and I got super excited to be in the shower with a bunch of black guys and naked black guys, and I was just like, hell yeah, and then they deleted it, and then I'm like, fuck this, I'm getting it back, and I said, listen, I find it very disrespectful. You guys deleted my TikTok channel. I'm bisexual, which I'm not, of course. But and I said I just find it discriminatory, and we're not fucking buying it, asshole. You're done.
Yeah. First off, there's no way you're bisexual. I don't know how they figured.
I don't know how they figured it out.
Yeah, it's so weird. The shit that they TikTok is like, their algorithm is like an enigma. It's like the fucking like.
Well, if you're a hot young girl, you're gonna be a millionaire.
Bro, it makes no sense. Like they'll ban them for sometimes you'll say a joke and they'll ban you for it. Right?
Oh yeah.
They say an offensive joke, but then if you get a TikTok fresh out the box, like you just log in first time, all you're gonna see is ass and titties. All over, they're just like trying to sell you. He's like, how is this good for kids? And then I get banned for saying gay. Like,
oh no, I got a flag.
Very different TikToks. I get a recipe.
Oh no, I got a flag. I got a flag not so long ago where I was like, I'll just fucking put it on TikTok. Why not? Where I was talking about this. There's an article. This dog went missing for like 3 years, and then it came back to the parents' home, and the first thing it did was shit on the floor. And I got fucking in trouble for that. I'm like, are you shitting me?
It happened. Are you shitting me? Yeah,
You need to come on Stand Up for News. That's the only thing we talk about.
I shit. You guys do your show like on like Thursdays and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you definitely come on. Yeah.
I should come out. Yeah, I catch you guys' show sometimes. Yeah.
So what where was this Airbud 4 at? Where was that at? You said it was a dog that came back. It was
Oh Jesus!
Like the new Airbud.
Oh, I don't, dude. It was like I was like, I'm gonna look up funny headlines, and so I saw. I just saw. It was just this guy talking this article, and I think it's in Kentucky where this dog is missing for like a couple of years, and then they find him, and then I just came up with a funny punchline. First thing he did was shit on the floor. I'm like, imagine that. So you miss your dog. You motherfucker! Get out!
Get the fuck back out. Go back to where you were. So why did you get? So what made you get into podcasting, man? I didn't know you got into it before college.
Jeez, I don't know. I mean, I was just like, I mean, I think everyone has a podcast, so I figured why not? And it'd be a good opportunity for me
Again,
to talk to cool people.
Not
man.
a leader. Again, you see, everyone else has one. You know. Hey, you motherfuckers.
Hey, I wish if I could go back in what 1997 when I was like 4 and be like, hey, I'm going to start a podcast, then great. It'll be a podcast about grilled cheese and milk.
Yeah, I bet all his friends did coke and shit their pants first, and then it was a late bloomer.
That's a good question. I don't.
My friends look like.
I mean, they might have shit their pants, and they probably just didn't say anything.
No, I say no because I got into like I've always kind of been into interviewing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
and then for podcasting, I was more interested in podcasting. Well, I started off stand up before the grilled cheese times. I guess like 12 years before podcasting was like really big and shit, But then, so I went to comedy. I always loved comedy too.
Oh, me too.
But I love podcasting a little more than I do the comedy.
I think it's more real.
It's more real, and then like
you can get to know somebody. Yeah.
How do you struggle sometimes between like putting how much effort you put and how much energy you put on the podcast versus your stand up?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because I do struggle with that.
I do too. I mean, I feel like obviously I neglect my podcast at times because it's really hard to get people on as well too. Especially
you have to not be such a piece of shit. I think people, it hasn't been that hard for me and Robin. I mean,
that's basically it, man. Like, it's just like, it's just you gotta make sure you gotta get someone that is in line with your schedule.
Yeah, that's true.
And plus, I mean, like obviously with stand up, I mean, I wouldn't say they're different. I mean, like I think they're both pretty similar. I mean
they're similar, but they're. I mean, one thing that's kind of been helping me because I've been really hyper focusing on like the podcast is this, and there's another one that I do, and I'm like trying to really focus on like get it released the right way, kind of be strategic. We were here yesterday, me, him, and the other girl were here yesterday for a few hours,
Okay.
And it's like that's the sort of attention I feel like I need to try to give one or two,
Yeah.
And then when I give comedy, though, comedy feels like I enjoy. First off, what I've been telling myself is that they're both comedy.
Easily,
They're both comedy.
They really are.
I think
both comedy.
podcasting has got me good at riffing.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Amen.
We've been riffing all evening long.
And I think I was always been better at
Everything
riffing.
I've been saying was scripted. So
That's why she's been quiet.
Wait, did you predict our fucking our entire conversation? So we're Project Bluebeam to Scotty Chi to the Rainbow River.
She's like, so Project Bluebeam, is that right, Manny? Tell me more. She has no. She's gonna be quiet in like 2 minutes for the rest of the episode because she's ran out of shit to say. She can't riff at all. I was always more better. I grew up like in North Philly in the ghetto. We were like everyone made fun of everybody all the time. It's like ripped on each other.
Oh, that's just how it is.
Yeah,
trust me. Like I have friends like. I've had friends' moms like get mad at us for fucking with each other. and she's like, "Are you guys friends?" And we're like, "Yeah, why?" And she's like, "You guys are so mean to each other." And I'm like, "That's just what we do."
I had friends' moms who got upset at me for fucking each other. We were just kind of.
Well, she doesn't sound cool.
She's not a cool
in
mom.
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
On the playground, I was fucking most of my gays. That's so funny.
Playing with the b-balls outside of school.
A couple of the guys, they wanted some too. So
I started fucking in my neighborhood.
I got a one little. All right, we'll stop.
I got fucked in the ass. My mom got scared. Now you're going to Bel-Air.
I pulled out to.
I went to West Hollywood and I got fucked in the butt, and then I did some coke off some strangers' fucking hairy nuts.
This is the most ebonics that she's been around. This is the most urban environment that Robin has been around in quite some time. And I'm not going to get robbed. It's okay.
I'm like, I have so much Urban Dictionary to look up afterwards. I'll be on
robbed in.
Robin. Tweet. I
was about to say Rocky Robin. Tweet.
More Jackson 5.
This podcast has clearly digressed. I think we're here singing Rocky Robin.
Robin Williams.
that'll be the whole fucking podcast. Yeah. No, but I do. It is a thing where I do kind of struggle between like what I need to get my full focus on, and I feel like I've always been more. I feel like I'm a funny person. And I feel like it's easier for me to be a funny person
during
podcasts, you know what I mean? As opposed to, it's like, sometimes stand-up is so much of a discipline that it takes away,
I
know. Tighten up here, do this.
I agree.
Yeah.
Watch the way you say this. Or this.
Take a pause here.
Wording this sounds, it's better when you word it this way. And it's just like, it's more of like a discipline.
And I think podcasting, another thing as well, too, it's to me, it's kind of like a workshop where you kind of like you come up with jokes and you're like, I can fucking use that.
Yeah. That's so true. Yeah.
But when I first started comedy, I would tell people that. I said, there's a vast difference between being the funny person at the water cooler at the kitchen table and being the funny person on stage. It really it's a craft, and you have to you know, be a wordsmith and write. But I do agree. I think podcasting is a little bit more. You can be the funny person at the kitchen table and still.
Yeah, exactly. You can be a little more free.
Yeah.
And conversely to what you're saying, it kind of helps you the other way too. Sometimes you'll have a bit that you want to kind of try it out.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll do it at a podcast just to see how it kind of works out and shit. And then, is that what you said?
That's basically it. Yeah, it's like
edit out when he said it and keep my idea. That's my idea.
Dub my voice with it.
That's fucking dumb. No, wait, I thought I had a point. So you, wait, let me think about this for a second. No, you when you're on a podcast, you come up with stuff that you can say on stage.
Well, I mean, it just depends. It just depends what you're talking about. I mean, if it's like way too horrible, you can't use that. I mean, I've had podcasts where I've done just recently where I'm like, we can't say that on stage.
Really? Really? Do you feel that sucks too? It's like now because it's like you want to kind of be that space.
No, and I'll tell you what, the best one we did was we were talking about like we're making fun of Ron DeSantis and Disney as well too, and we're like, and my buddy, do you know Corey Hilliard?
Yeah.
I love the guy.
Autistic Tom Brady.
Shout out to Corey. So Corey was because I think we did one where we're like, it's like, oh, imagine Ron DeSantis as like the evil stepmother from Snow White, Cinderella, and so then another one he was just like, is there a Disney movie where they're all wearing masks? And then I was like, Mulan, I think, right? And then I said no, Muran. and then Sean, my buddy Sean Guest was like, that's what they probably call it in China.
Stop, bro. That's too funny.
I think Sean uses that joke now.
He did. He used that joke because of me. I told him he can have it. I don't give a fuck.
No, it's a good joke though.
Oh, it's a great joke. Yeah. Because Corey was like, "Are you just trying to be fucking racist?" Like, no, I meant like Muran DeSantis.
Muran DeSantis. That's even perfect.
Yeah.
I was telling him. I said to stand up for news. I was like, if they're gonna make a new Kingdom Hearts video game.
Oh, really?
And Ron DeSantis is gonna be like the main boss.
That's so fucking
the
great.
evil boss and the main bad guy and shit. It was funnier on the radio.
Oh yeah.
Sean, you can't have that one, all right?
He'll steal it. Love you, Sean.
We love you, Sean. He loves you. I don't even know who Sean is.
Sean Guest.
Yeah, he's a tall guy. He works at Side Splitters.
Oh, Sean, I'm sorry. No, never mind.
Mustache Sean.
I'll take the fuck you back. Hey, Sean.
He looks like the white Borat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he kind of does look like white Borat. Yeah.
Is Borat not white?
Borat's like, he's Kazakh.
Okay.
Yeah, Shamash. My name is Borat.
That's so funny. He does kind of look like the white Borat. That's funny. Yeah, we're just going to rename this Roasting Sean.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Sean.
Fucking Sean's a dweeb, I fucking hate Sean.
I have not heard that insult in years. You dweeb.
You can't have that neither, Sean. No, but it's, so, I mean, it's cool, though. I do, like I said, I enjoy the podcasting, man. But, man, it was interesting to hear that because I have been kind of on, like, what I do focus. So I've been taking a little break off of stand up for a little bit. Okay. Just to kind of really get the releases out, get on the schedule for this. And really,
that's cool. I respect that.
Because you don't want to and what I know is that a lot of times with podcasting, people would have a bunch of episodes recorded. People told me bro, don't one comic who was like, oh, don't wait because I wanted to have 5 episodes in the bank before I release. Then he was like, don't do that because I did that and and I just never ended up releasing. I was like, okay, you did that, But I hear that it happens a lot, where you record because doing a podcast and then releasing it and editing are all completely different things,
Oh fuck!
And just because you can record one, it takes so much time to edit and record. Thankfully, shout out to average size Dick Nick over here.
Average size Dick.
In Starbucks cups, that's a grande.
You're gonna ride that out now forever. That's gonna give him enough ego boost for the next 2 weeks.
Hey, it's all in the hips. All in the hips, brother.
Those hips do not lie. So then,
I don't know. What the fuck was that?
So do you have a preference over to one another, or
a preference over a woman?
Like comedy or what?
I think it's a preference over a woman.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like my woman.
Again, Miranda, I have nothing to do with that.
So Miranda, this is all a ruse.
Yes.
How do we break this to her?
See this ring? I got it.
He
for
does
him.
like Star Wars.
Yeah, I do
That
like
that
Star
Jedi tattoo is the name of my cock. Is what I
Yes,
I
it
call
is.
it. I call it a Jedi, the lightsaber.
It is. It is actually.
Oh, it's phallical. It's very phallical. Yeah.
It also looks like a vagina a little bit.
It does look like a fucking magical vagina.
Oh yeah, there's some magic coming out of there. That's a force.
Use the
vagina.
use the force to lick it.
You fuck that. You fuck that. You're moving shit with your mind and shit afterwards. You know.
And it's kind of like Bruce Almighty. He's just like pleasure.
What a blasphemous.
No, what was your question? A preference for stand up and podcasting?
What do you like? Over vagina or cock? What do you prefer? No.
Now, if you could
I already explained
or Joe Rogan,
my sexuality.
Yeah. If you could be Tim Burton or Sean Connery, who would you?
Oh my God, Sean Connery! Are you kidding me?
That's easy. Yeah, that's easy. I get that.
You got to get the woman. You got to make those. You got to slap them. You
Or slap her around a few times.
slap her around a few times. You got to
really said that.
You got to get their attention.
Bro, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Sean Connery said
Sean Connery said that.
Pull that up. That's hilarious.
Junior.
Yeah, dude, he's like talking to like Barbara Walters. He's like talking to a woman too.
Dude, imagine if Sean Connery said it to like fucking The View.
Just put slapping woman.
Imagine you said that on The View today.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, Sean Connery, you racist bigot.
He would have slapped like three. He would have
slapped
at least three of those bitches.
Slapped the shit out of Whoopi.
I kind of want to slap him
Rosie, you're a
sometime.
little tough.
He would have slapped the shit out of Whoopi and turned her Whoopi pie or something.
Rosie's my weight class.
opinion. No.
Yeah, click that one.
You think it's
Slap
good
the
to
shit out of
slap a
Joy
woman?
Behar too.
No, I don't think it's good. I
think it's bad.
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. Yeah.
What would merit it?
Can you hear it?
Well, if
hear
you
you.
have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this, they can't leave it alone. They don't want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy
He's justifying.
with it. They want to say it again, and then I think it's absolutely right.
Dad, I think it's absolutely right.
What if she gives you a good slap back?
Well, then you get into another area. I mean, then maybe she's getting to like it, and then it becomes something else. I don't know. But no. Seriously, I think that it's the last resort. He's not going to do it.
You know who I could see definitely agreeing with him?
Who?
John Wayne.
Oh yeah.
You gotta slap him.
Oh yeah. If I'll be goddamn if John Wayne has not slapped around a few. girls,
John Wayne's.
a few thornbacks around.
Oh, John Wayne's done more than slap, probably.
Oh, yeah. Marlon Brando, I'm sure.
Marlon Brando,
smacked
yeah.
a few around.
Even what the hell is his name? The guy who died in that car wreck, James Dean.
Yeah, I was gonna say that really narrows it down.
Me apart,
Lisa. That's crazy. You know. Yeah, I'm not saying he's wrong, but it's crazy. You know, the fact that he tried to justify it was such like a such a situation that happened to him, such a personal situation. You know, he's like, I don't think it's a good thing, but sometimes when they grab a soda and you tell them to put it back, and then she doesn't put it back, and she said she put it back, and then you put it, like something very specific that happened.
I mean, who's like a manly woman that I would be totally okay with if they hit men, like Sigourney Weaver? I'd be like, go ahead, fucking.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver can probably beat up a couple fucking. She can definitely beat me up. That's that. No, that's a girl from Alien.
Alien,
yeah.
Come on. She can beat. Come on.
She can beat. Yeah, of
She'll
course.
beat me. She'll beat most guys up. It looks like she's pretty tough. You know what I mean?
Or even like Gina Carano.
How about Rosie O'Donnell? She has.
Rosie O'Donnell. She'll nag you to death.
Yeah, she has.
Like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, she has such a slappable face, though. You know.
Didn't Trump say
I
that?
think he's like 60.
I love the interview. I love when
I'm
they're.
not saying I will slap her. I'm just.
I love when Trump was running for president back at 16, and some woman was like, "You said that all women are disgusting pigs." Just Rosie
Only
O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell. That was so hilarious. Bro, that is comedic timing right there.
Oh, dude, Trump's a comedic.
That was such comedic timing.
He's a stand-up comedian.
He waited for the applause. Ooh. Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh yeah, perfect timing. He's a comedian.
He didn't say he didn't. He
could have tried to just do comedy and not rule the free world.
His fucking son is doing stand up now, Donald Jr.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And he's kind of like a Steven Crowder kind of type where he just yells into the mic and he's just like woke, and I'm like, ugh.
I can't stand Steven Crowder.
Yeah, he's obnoxious.
I mean, there's ways to like. I mean, there's when you get into the as a comic and you do like the political stuff.
Yeah.
There's ways to do it, and it's not that easy, I would say. But like, there's some people who really do it really good. Louis Black, fucking
Oh yeah.
you have, of course Carlin and stuff like that. But then there's just people who like, dude, you came over here. Like, you started comedy just to be, like, a voice for the Republican Party or for the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, this isn't funny.
It's funny. I opened for one of his old co-hosts named Dave Landau at the Tampa Improv.
Crowders?
Yeah. And it's funny because, like, Dave, I talk to Dave here and there, but I'm mostly friends with his buddy he tours with. And he said, yeah, Dave doesn't think like that at all. He just used that as a kind of, like, it's like, oh, I got a nice, good day job. And then I do it as, like, oh, I just go and do shows and stuff. I mean, he's like, I don't like Biden, but I mean, I'm not political. I just want to fucking, I just.
Oh yeah. No, you see that a lot. Yeah. You see that a lot. Like, people just kind of use a certain. Oh yeah. Just as a vehicle, and comedy, like, back from what I hear from back in the day, like in the '90s, it was like a template that you had to follow.
Oh yeah.
You had to be clean to get on like a Tonight Show. Get on the Tonight Show, then you do that, then you get a sitcom. Then it was like a whole little fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now I think you can be basically whatever you want.
Yeah. I think so a little bit. I mean, you can, but you still hear that to some degree.
Oh yeah. I mean,
like you don't hear everyone trying to get on a like the Tonight Show or something like that. You know?
But I mean, like back in the 80s and 90s, we didn't have access to. I mean,
they didn't have podcasts.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, the only radio show they had back then was Stern.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
And he was a fucking man. He was like a podcast.
Now he's a bitch.
I know what happened.
What the fuck happened? I think ever since Artie Lang left.
I know he just turned into like an old Jewish lady now. He wasn't cool like fucking
old Jewish lady.
Now he's like, oh, you have COVID, get out, please get out. I don't want. He got so bad.
Yeah, he had Artie Lang, the fucking one of the biggest like drug addicts. Who slept with everything in his office. Yeah,
Ew, really?
Yeah. I'm sure.
You mean like lay next to them? Or like, did he actually like have intercourse with them? Jesus Christ, Harley Lang! Wow, you know what? Woof. How low do you have to be to sleep with Harley Lang?
I mean, he had money. I mean,
he did have money, but
before his nose turned.
I think he snorted
he snorted glass and shit.
Yeah, he snorted cocaine, and it was like it got glass in it, and
is that what happened?
Yeah, he said there's three stories.
I saw some like
30 years of drug use.
Yeah.
A bookie who owed money to punched him in the face, and then another one. Yeah, he snorted salt, glass, and oxycodone. That's funny. The oxycodone was the best thing he snorted that day.
Yeah. I know. Anytime that's the best thing you did. Jesus.
No,
but your nose could get like that from just snorting a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, when you have a deviated septum, your nose is fucked.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's why I try to.
I mean, I hope he makes a comeback. You know.
No, I like Artie. He was cool. I like Artie.
Yeah.
He really struggled with. He had some. Remember, he stabbed himself.
I was gonna say he was a torture. Or he is a tortured soul.
Now, did you watch that documentary about Artie?
I did, because there was a lot of interesting people on there. It was like I think it was a Netflix. They had Roseanne.
They had Artie. They had Richard Pryor. It's called The Dark Side of Comedy. They had Chris Farley. I think even fucking.
Even Screech from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, Dustin Diamond was on it.
Yeah. Who else did they have that I was like, oh, that was really one of the SNL. Oh, they had Dice Clay.
Yeah, Andrew Dice Clay.
One of the SNL guys. The guy whose wife killed him.
Phil Hartman.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Oh gosh, he was phenomenal.
Oh, he was great.
Yeah.
His wife was even better. That's so bad. I'm sorry I said that. I should not have said that. She wasn't.
Christ.
No, but listen, she was horrible.
She was quite the shot.
Yeah. She was just a pain in the head. You know, that's what she was. That's
God.
bad. I'm so bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, but that's like from that.
Phil Hartman's holy now.
Yeah, I know. That's from that Vice. He's also dead. No, I'm sorry. That's so bad. Okay, we'll stop. I actually like Phil Hartman.
I love Phil Hartman.
That was the toughest shot when he left the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Then they had somebody who sounds exactly like him, you know?
Yeah.
But everyone knew.
I'm Lionel Hutz. See, I can't do this, but he was played the lawyer Lionel Hutz. Phil Hartman was the voice.
That's such a weird voice to try to impersonate.
Phil Hartman?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I think he kind of sounds like Zach Brannigan from Futurama. He's like, Zach Brannigan here.
Zach Brannigan, that was horrible, too, Scott.
It was terrible. I tried. I'm sorry, okay?
You might know me from other commercials. Like
you might have seen me in other movies like Your Ass is Parked. It would say stupid
Your Ass is Parked.
It would say stupid shit like that, you know?
I love
that. But Damn, but fuck, I had a question. I just fucking slipped.
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman.
Well, besides that, I was
Dead.
gonna say that's from like the Vice stuff, right? That they do like Behind the Ring or Dark Side of the Ring.
Dark Side of the Ring, Dark Side of
90s.
Comedy, Dark Side of Music as well too.
Yeah, I didn't know they had a comedy one though.
Yeah,
It's
Dark Side of
really
Comedy,
interesting, and they're only about
40 minutes
30
long.
minutes.
No, but it's
yeah.
so cool. And then they have like
Yeah.
those little reenactments that they do. It's very like dramatic a little bit.
Yeah, they even had one of like the guy who actually wore like the pig outfit from
Oh yeah,
from the
So I
Babe,
heard
from the
that
Baywatch
story.
bit.
Did you hear that story?
No, I did not.
From
Yeah.
where he was at where
He would. Oh yeah. Well, he did
Matt
that.
TV,
yeah,
right?
he did that ad. This is not happening with Ari Shaffir, where he talked about the pig, where he said he went to go get drugs dressed as the pig, and he said his drug
Artie
dealer,
Lang?
Yeah,
his
'cause
drug
it was
dealer
in between,
saw him.
like,
He he said he saw him come out of the car
Oh.
as the pig, and his drug dealer was like, "Damn, what the fuck kind of shit you on?"
That's funny because I heard Arlie say it one time on some interview.
Yeah.
and it was the same thing, the same idea. He was in a. So I guess they were doing it in between skits, and he just needed to
he took
Oh,
off.
it
He
would
took
be
off
like
to
if
go
I
get
was
drugs.
like, "Hey boys, I'm gonna just."
in Ed Shed, and you're gonna exactly. And you have like your Jello suit or whatever, and you're gonna go buy drugs.
Oh, like in the.
Dude,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
But he said he was doing it off the dash, if I remember the story right.
He broke his nose off and started snorting it on like a key. Actually,
Yeah, on a key.
Yeah.
But he said a child like there was a
God.
car that pulled up next.
It was
to him.
it was like a really like a smoking hot like blonde. Like from, she was just like this like. It's just a pig snorting cocaine. Imagine that.
Because they were good. That was pretty convincing cosmetics. They were like good. That was like Hollywood level cosmetics. They were good
Oh,
enough,
it's
you know.
oh, it's like it's better than like some makeup today.
Yeah, pull up the
And-
pig guy actually.
Yeah, pull up the pig.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. He was on Mad TV. Yeah, because they had
Yep.
Lamar Jackson.
They had
Yeah.
Orlando Jones. Was
Orlando
on.
Jones.
Orlando, she's just
Lamar
thinking of
Jackson.
generic black people names. Yeah, they had Dante Williams, right?
There was it was a Mad TV guy. Like the two black Mad TV guys.
Yeah, it was one of the two. Because they had Keel, right? Or it's
Was it-
Artie Lang.
Artie Lang. He was in the
pig
first.
suit.
He was in the first season of it.
Yeah, but he was a trouble. He is a trouble soldier for real, man. You know.
Oh yeah.
And pig suit. Just go to images. It should come up.
But the Mad TV guy actually started crying. Like he was so
Did you
moved
type
by
Pixie?
what a kind
Yeah.
of tortured soul. He started crying
Oh,
on the
yeah.
show.
Yeah, you can't.
No, I saw where he already had the freaking the wire that his dad tried to put in,
there.
but he fell off the roof. He said this is the last wire he put in. I'm like, damn.
That's right. I
That's
forgot about
rough
that.
right there.
I don't think he ever got over that. That's right.
hell
Oh
no.
wait, I'm sorry. I
Oh, he's
was
got-
so fascinated by his six nipples.
Six
Yeah,
teeth.
I didn't know. I didn't know. But what were you? What'd you say about his dad? What happened?
Oh, I was saying because in the documentary, he had a like a shrine of the last wire that his dad tried to
Oh,
install
yeah,
it,
I
and he
remember that.
slipped and fell and got paralyzed.
He said he was supposed to hold the ladder. Or something
Yeah,
like that, right?
but,
Yeah,
but he
I
was
think that's
doing.
why he
But
said
I think he was
torture.
doing some. I think he's doing comedy or something like that at the
Yeah.
time. I'm like, damn.
Probably jerking off. It is his fault. I'm gonna write to Artie right now and say it's all his fucking fault. Your dad was sitting. That's horrible. Let me stop. Why am I going so dark here? You know, I need some.
Yo, camera keeps
I-
going in and out of
ivermectin.
focus.
Yeah, I need some ivermectin. Is it going out of focus?
Yeah, it keeps going in and out.
In and
man.
out.
But we're solid right now.
Yeah, I think I left it on autofocus.
Hell yeah.
I'm like tracking.
What if we're not
whatever.
recording the entire time?
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah. This is, if you look in here, it's actually bubble gum. This is all.
Oh my
fake.
god.
It's all it's Fisher Price, right?
It'll be 9 at night. Oh, we have to start all over again.
Yeah.
So what happened at
We have to remember
Thanksgiving?
everything that we said.
Yeah, but
Hey, Robin's got it scripted.
Yeah, he
remember?
got the first 30 minutes down packed, you know. But going back to Howard Stern though, he was like that dude was so groundbreaking. Did you listen to him?
I kind of did.
She was like, he's so dirty. How dare you talk about that? Because in my house, my mom, he was like the devil. I grew up with like Pentecostal,
Yeah.
and he was the devil. My dad would like sneak listen to him. And I would like give my thing, but my mom was in the car. No one could listen to him.
In this, maybe it's just a woman's perspective. I didn't like the whole like we have strippers in here because I was just like, I don't know. Couldn't you get like
Robin.
another woman who had something important to say?
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm degrading, or not
Whoa.
that just strippers.
Take your
I
shirt
just,
off first off, okay?
All right.
Because I'm dry. Why do we invite her? God damn it! No, I get that. He was very like, and I get like you definitely don't want kids around, and he was very degrading towards women.
Yeah.
Misogynist. Let's just keep it real. And it would even like without words, like he would just have them do the most dumb shit, and then you would think like, why are girls doing this? Why would you degrade yourself like that? You know, but whatever, I'll do it too.
Yeah,
but radio shows were, and then you have a lot of other radio shows that were kind of like copying off of him at the time, trying to be edgy and shit.
Oh
like
yeah,
that, you know.
but that he was cutting edge for his time.
Yeah.
I mean, he really was.
I mean, Anthony Cumia is now trying to like basically take that like token.
Anthony
now.
Cumia, who's that?
Anthony Cumia. He was like the radio guy, really edgy back in the 2000s. He had Opie and Anthony.
Yeah. But that's the racist of the two, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then they had Anthony and Artie on a show as well too.
Yeah, I do like him, and they kind of held that space down a little bit too, like concurrently with Howard Stern for a little bit, because they were like the other. I mean, there was a show. Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony felt like podcasts before podcasts.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
They were the ones that you could go through. And what I respect about Howard Stern, it's just it was so unabashful. And it was just so like I don't even know if that's a word, but it was so like fucking unapologetic.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they were just like that. They were just like, you know, he would just make fun of everybody. He'll make fun of, like, I felt so bad for the people. It was just like a group of degenerates. You right? You see like the people who worked for it were like
the Whack Pack.
yeah, like these
Beetlejuice
low
and
lives.
stuff.
Shitty motherfuckers. These guys paying them so little. When you find out like what he actually was paying them,
What was the guy's name? High Pitch Eric. He's like Artie. Can we make fun of me, Artie? And Artie would just be like, stop talking, and I'll stop making fun of you.
You're right in front of me. How am I not supposed to make fun of you? You know, even Baba Booey, who's like he's like probably the most polished of them all.
Yeah.
He says so much.
Yeah.
About the rest of me, Sutter and John, but they're all pieces of shit. And then you're just like the whole morning you're just hearing all their mental illnesses.
Oh yeah,
it's like fucking combating off each other.
No, I love when they get Beetlejuice on and like Beetlejuice. How tall are you? 8'11". He's like 3'2".
Bro, he'll say everything with the most straightest face. To this day, I don't know how much of it was like a character with him, or not.
I think it's all real because
maybe.
I mean, I don't know what exactly his condition is.
He looks like it. You think he has a condition?
Oh, I was say what?
Really, Beetlejuice? Oh, I don't think so. I think he looks perfectly normal.
I think he's the next step in human evolution.
Oh man, wow, I'm glad I'm glad it stopped here for us. I'm glad we made it here. You know,
we're all gonna become Beetlejuices.
But Opie and Anthony was like, you know, that guy's kind of racist from what I hear.
Anthony Cumia, he's incredibly racist.
Fuck. You know, that's where I draw the line right there. Okay, you can be misogynistic. You know, just don't be fucking racist. Okay.
I mean, women.
So you can smack women. Don't say the N-word.
Just don't slap a black person, then that's over. You know, slap an Asian person, it's fucking you're off of my book. You know, but that was cool because Anthony and Opie and Anthony had fucking they had all the comedians there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that was another place you can go to just kind of let loose, let them curse, let them have a good time. You know, but outside of that, you didn't really find that space like that where it was just like just. We're just doing it for the laughs.
Just shits and giggles, man.
You know,
that's
and even though it was not my cup of tea, I do have to say they kind of broke down the walls because for the longest time it was like the 3 or 4 networks were the gatekeepers, and unless you did exactly what the networks wanted, and so you have people like that sort of saying, no, we're going to do what I want, and people listen to it, and it did kind of open the doors to like what we're doing now.
Yeah,
and,
no, it's so true.
People can kind of do what they want, and you can find an audience and build an audience from that.
And it's so funny because it's like, I guess the dollar rules everything at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because these corporations were probably like, listen, you can't say this. And he was like, he just knew that he had all the ratings. Like, in the back of Howard Stern's mind, he knew that he was like the biggest draw at that station. So he really called the shots. You know, it's the way he was looking at it, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, you can't do this.
Just make like $1 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just make like $1 million a month.
Yeah. And it's cool. But
gosh,
you're right. It's the same idea where it's like, let the fans find you, kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And now he's got like Machine Gun Kelly performing on his fucking show.
I know. Doing like a cover of like fucking.
He did a cover of System of a Down's Aerials. It's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I mean, it wasn't great.
I mean, his band was good, but Machine Gun Kelly.
He has like a weird.
He sounded like the last breath Kurt Cobain took.
It was probably more like. Probably just came from her.
No, actually, it was more like this. Courtney.
For sure. No.
We got to clip that one right there.
They're making some shorts out of this.
Oh yeah.
You know. All right, man. I don't know. Where are we at right now?
We're about an hour and a half.
Okay. Wow.
Say, time flies.
Wow,
Plenty of material.
Time flies. We're having fun.
Yeah, we're being silly.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? Because
I think we're all set, man.
I mean, like, I don't know, but I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, I know what the hell. I'm not even getting paid for this bullshit, man. Like, what the fuck?
I said I'll suck his dick after the show. I don't know. I guess okay. That's not ungrateful. Maybe. You know.
Did you want to plug your podcast? What's the name of your podcast?
Oh, it's called Chi Time.
Chi Time. Okay.
Yeah, I follow me on Instagram, Scotty Chi Comedy.
It's no one's gonna follow you with that lack of enthusiasm. You know.
No, I was follow me on Instagram, Scotty Chi Comedy. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Scotty Chi. Catch me at a fucking open mic. Catch me at some shows.
Catch him at your local precinct.
Yeah.
I thought you said preschool. I was like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ.
All right, well, we'll cut that out. Or we'll leave it in.
Yeah. Oh, and when's this coming out?
Probably like a
6 months.
Yeah, probably honestly, probably like a month or two.
We'll figure that out.
Probably like a month.
Okay.
I'll say for now, because we're focusing on releasing this one.
Okay.
We're just releasing it tomorrow, so we got the first.
Oh, you're in Maddie's tomorrow?
Yeah, we're releasing it tomorrow.
Good
We got the first
stuff.
shuffle, so that we have everything set up, and then we're just gonna try to be just a week ahead on it.
Gotcha.
This one. And then I got like a few. You're the third one of this we recorded.
Fuck yeah. Because I was gonna say I have a show I'm doing tomorrow, but if it's gonna be out in a couple of days, then it's not a big deal.
He had a show that he did on what's tomorrow?
July 11th in Hernando Beach. I am opening for Tanya Lee Davis.
He bombed. Yeah. It went horrible. It went so bad. Guys, definitely check out Scott, man. I've seen you. I've seen a few of your clips online.
Yeah.
You know, it was
I've been to Lucky Lizard before I got shut down.
Yeah.
I think I featured there a couple times once. Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. Well, I'm glad you didn't come up that time. I think I saw you there.
No, you were. They were there.
No. I'm saying you didn't get to come up, right? Because you got
No, I didn't. I was like 2 comics away, and then Robin's like, "We're out of here."
Yeah, dude. When I went up, and it was so awkward, man. Like I should have just riffed instead of like trying to. I invited people. It's always when you invite people too. Yeah. I'm always so weary about inviting people. Like, you want to go where? They're like, I want to see your comedy. I'm like, no, you don't. Yeah. I'm not ready yet. It's a crapshoot. You don't understand.
You're gonna hate me. It's like why? I think you're so funny, but I'm awful. Yeah, I'm an awful human being on stage.
I don't want to get that. No, you did great.
I don't mind bombing. Like, I could go do 3 open mics and bomb, but if someone sees me bomb that I know, it's like I get embarrassed for them for being embarrassed for me.
You. I know, you get second
it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm going to take it to heart. It's like I know you're going to be embarrassed for me, and then I'm going to catch like empathy embarrassment from you.
It's almost like if no one's there, it doesn't happen. Like, it already existed, you know.
Or just other people.
You know, it's like you bomb in front of like a booker, and then you get the Men in Black.
Oh yeah.
Memory. I did really well. Hey, I heard you did really good the other day.
Oh yeah, there's so many comics that was like, oh, I killed it. I'm like,
did you?
Yeah. I'm always super hard on myself with that shit too, you know.
I think we all are. Man.
Yeah. You should be. But bombing always feels like, okay, whenever I bomb, it's like, all right, man, you got to focus some more. You got to get your shit better.
I blame the audience always.
Yeah, it's a true comic. A true comic blames the audience. You know? Yeah, that's how we get up there. You know, if it works on Tuesday, it should work on Wednesday.
Absolutely,
you know? And that's how it goes. Some audience members suck.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, you're not supposed to blame the audience.
I've heard every comic blame.
Just that one Snooki lady from Lucky Lizard.
Oh, yeah,
you can blame her.
Oh man.
Gosh.
Yeah. These people don't. I don't even want to fuck Lucky Lizards right now. No, don't go to Lucky Lizards.
I don't think people do. I found drove by there. No one's there.
I found a bunch of pubes in my taco. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh wow. And they don't even serve tacos. That's the worst part. It's a fucking the pharmacy.
I asked for a fucking sandwich and I got a fucking taco.
They're like, you're gonna get a taco with pubes.
Yeah.
It's like I wanted pudding. Yeah, they gave me a fucking puby taco.
Yeah, you're actually selling me on this place. I mean, they got where are we going? All right, guys. Definitely check out my boy Scotty Chi. I say Chai because I don't want to be racist.
Chai.
You know,
China.
Scotty Chai latte. And
Chai latte.
Shout out to Robin.
Yeah,
Robin.
I have shows coming up that are already going to be gone by the time this.
Robin Savage.
Savage.
Robin
Savage Press.
Savage Press. Where's that from?
It's fucking Darth Maul's brother.
Oh yeah, Savage Press.
Yeah,
Clone
baby.
Wars geek. Yeah, it's like
Geek,
Savage Press. You know.
Robin's like, you fuckers. Like,
can I please go?
Nerds.
Can I please leave?
So
welcome. It was such a pleasure to have you inside of me.
Manny, I love being inside of you. I got to make sure to wear protection again.
Or next time don't.
Next time don't.
A little bit.
Just make sure you trim up a little bit.
We'll call it. Yeah, I'll leave some for the tacos, and then we can call it. We'll call the next one raw and uncensored.
Raw and uncensored. That's for Patreon.